the band Entrainment, the theory. Once again, Tom, just come in and tell us the theory of entrainment.
The theory of entrainment. Actually, it's the law of entrainment. It's actual,
the law
it's
of
actual.
The theory
actually
of the law of
physical
entrainment.
Law. Yes,
Okay.
it was. I think it was developed by Christopher Huygens in late 1700s, and basically, the law of entrainment states that if two or more rhythms, asynchronous rhythms, become close in proximity, they become synchronized.
Right.
So that works for any rhythms at all, whether it's celestial rhythms, biorhythms, musical rhythms, any kind of rhythms. They noticed that when in old time, like clock stores, you've got these pendulum clocks, right? Grandfather clocks.
Right.
If the clocks were close to each other, they would sync up there.
They'll all be a little off till they get it right.
If they're close together. And once you put them apart, they start to drift again. And no one really knows why that happens. The theory is that it's easier to get in sync than it is to fight it. But there's some crazy metaphysical phenomenon going on besides just the
like the little
law.
clackers on the psychologist's desk. You know, one clacks and it goes all the way down. Kinetic energy.
Kinetic energy. Yeah.
So it's a little of that. It's also, I lived with 5 women in the same house once. They all had their periods at the same time. That's eventually.
Perfect law of entrainment right there. Exactly.
There it is.
That's what it is.
That's
amazing.
That and dancing.
Yes, and that dancing too. And so you know, as a musician, when the rhythms are all in sync, when the band is really like firing on all cylinders and everything is lined up, we are in perfect synchronicity. That's entrainment. And when the crowd is feeling the music and they're dancing and sort of losing themselves, they're becoming part of the music at all, we're all entrained.
So they're tied to the end of your hand, that drumstick that's hitting that drum head or that guitar string that's getting twanged.
We're all one. And where I first found this word entrainment was in a book by one of the Grateful Dead drummers, Mickey Hart, wrote this great book called Drumming at the Edge of Magic. And in it, he describes that phenomenon, how when the band is really together, that they're all entrained. I thought it was fascinating. I thought it was going to be a popular buzzword within a couple of years, and here we are 26 years later.
It's 26 years ago.
Explaining it. It was 26 years ago.
Well, I think it's good to explain it because people are knowing the name Entrain as a band from Martha's Vineyard, quote unquote. It came out of your mouth. You told me where you're from, Martha's Vineyard. I go, well, welcome here. Nice weather, huh? And let's talk about 22 years you've been doing this. How many years? 26 years.
26 years.
Now, you were in a band before that.
I was in many bands.
Many
before
bands.
Just prior to Entrain, I was, and during the first couple of years of Entrain, I was working with the late, great Mr. Bo Diddley, traveling around the world with him and doing some recordings. And
so when Jeff Clark says, let's do the Bo Diddley beat, he means you.
Yeah.
You're the Bo Diddley beat.
Yeah. Everybody knows the Bo Diddley beat. It goes boom, 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 boom. Yeah. That's like, I think it's the only rhythm that's ever been named after a person in the history of music, to the best of my knowledge.
From the first caveman beating on a log with a stick.
I don't know about that, but I know that whenever you go on a bandstand with other musicians,
caveman said, "This is Bo Diddley beat. You like? It's good, huh? Get a guitar."
If someone says this song's got the Bo Diddley beat, everybody knows.
Everybody knows what it means.
Everybody knows what that is.
Right. Yeah. Now let's talk about the hundreds of performers that have been in Entrain all these years. We've got Jeff Clark. Thank God he stayed here with us.
Thank God he stayed down here in Key West.
So you've got some amazing guitar players up there in Martha's Vineyard. Every show I see you do, I've watched the archives of videos of Entrain over the past 10 years, and man, a lot of people. When I met you, had a keyboard player and another guitar player.
Right.
The keyboard player from L.A.,
Alex Howland.
Yeah, amazing,
and great guitar player.
Never a dull moment.
Johnny Tramo was in the band. Yeah. I've been blessed to have a lot
the horn
of great
players,
musicians.
Lots of great trombone, horns. So that's when I see Entrain, all I'm looking for is the drums up on the front of the stage, because I know whoever you bring, whatever happens, it's going to be awesome.
Well, we hope so.
You're bringing the awesome.
We're trying to bring the awesome.
We got the Entrain coming tonight, Green Parrot Bar. Oh my God, it's going to be awesome.
One of my favorite places to play.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, it's just so much fun.
I mean, all up and down the coast, everywhere you played.
Everybody knows the Green Parrot is like one of the best I guess it's a bar.
Best
dive
dive
it's
bar.
a music venue, but
Best
it's really,
dive bar
it's
ever.
the best dive bar ever. But it really is a great music venue,
And
not for any other reason other than the people rock.
Charlie Bauer's awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
not Charlie Bauer, but John Baglioni.
Yep. John and Jim and Jeff, everybody over there. The people are great,
And
the crowd. It's
They
always
have
a
an
great
amazing
energy.
sound system.
Yep, and the vibe in the room is really what does it for me. It's always like
Positive vibe.
yeah, it's a room full of music lovers.
Yeah.
People, it's a destination room for music lovers. It's not
Oh,
just
they're not
a
just
bar.
there watching the sports channel behind you. They're watching
Exactly.
that band rock,
Exactly.
and they get on the dance floor and shake it.
Shake it.
So, and then things you don't see, Tommy, is that after you guys get playing,
Yeah.
there is a crowd around the outside of the building, across the street, down the aisles, in every corner. For a half a block are people digging the Entrain that you can't even see are in
How
there.
cool is
You
that?
only see those few, I don't know, 50,
see
100 people,
Yeah,
but there is hundreds of people out in the streets.
that's a beautiful thing.
And every musician and drummer in town seems to show up and want to sit in on a song or play a little beat with
We're
you.
gonna have a bunch of friends coming down. I've invited.
It happens every time.
Happens every time.
You can't stop it.
Well, there's so many great musicians down here, and I've got a lot of friends, and it's just nice to have different people jump up and spread the love around a little bit, and it's a great musical community down here, and so yeah, we're gonna have some fun. We got some new tunes, we got a lot of old tunes, we got 8 albums worth of music. I think we got most of the CDs available with us. If anybody's interested in actually taking physical music home with them.
Apparently, I missed one. What's the song I don't have? Colorblind?
Oh, Colorblind, yeah. It was off of
Sounds like something I need.
No Matter What album. Yeah,
Because last time you were here a couple years ago, you gave me the one that Jeff Clark's on, and it's mostly live.
Just
I didn't have that. Matter of Time. That's
that's a
great album. I played a lot of that today.
That's my wife's favorite album.
Is
Out of
it?
all the Entrain albums, that's the one she loves.
Wait, what number is it?
Number 7.
Oh, that's
7 of
number
8.
7.
Yeah.
Lucky number 7.
We call it Entrain 7. Yeah.
Entrain 7.
Yeah, it's got Sad Joe Zydeco and
Yeah. It's got some great stuff. It's got songs I've had before, but not live.
right.
We got a Martha's Vineyard festival I play sometimes. It's about 40, 50 minutes.
Oh yeah.
The whole festival. I sent you the YouTube link because I found it by accident.
One that
Jeff Clark's on.
Jeff Clark's on that. Yeah, that was a show.
He looks young. He looks like a baby.
Yeah, he was a baby.
No beard.
I think the Neville Brothers headlined that festival.
Yes.
That was the one. Yeah.
You were opening for the Nevilles.
We were opening for the Neville. Well, that was a
lot of people. It's an all-day thing.
Yeah, but
Right.
the Nevilles were, I think, the headliner that night.
How awesome.
And I had the pleasure to jump up on stage with them and play some percussion for a couple of songs.
Why not?
We've done a few shows, Entrain and the Nevilles, and it's always a
that
blast.
seems to go together.
It goes really well.
I
together.
told you I always wanted to see Entrain and the Red Elvises because they're both my favorite band.
Yeah,
But we haven't figured that out yet.
I think we played a couple of fantasy fests back to back, but not together.
Not one with the other.
Yeah.
We'll get that.
Well,
But you know where I want to go now? You got a few minutes, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to set up your drums yet?
Not yet.
Okay, let's play a song, come right back with more Tom Major and the Entrain. I want to go to Mexico.
Oh, south of the border.
I think we go south of the border.
Okay.
The driver, he's nuts.
Okay.
Mexican bus on the X 104.9 Key West with Entrain. That was fun. Hi, kitties. I want to do
Live version or studio?
No, this is studio. I guess the
Live version later. 48 minutes.
Yeah. The live version later. The live version. Well, I like this part because he says, Mexico guy. It wasn't the bus, it was the guy sitting there. It wasn't the chicken, it was the guy.
About 90 of them. No other people my mouth.
Pig. It's a pig. It's a pig. It wasn't the pig that bothered me, it was the guy. Yeah, see, the live version doesn't have
I
that.
think the devil was nuts.
Off the cuff.
I know.
I'm driving way too fast. Step on my brakes. Not the gas. We left the border this morning. Beginning to a deep morning. Try not to drink
That
it
was
for
our
fun.
very first demo.
And still wait for my bus driving on a lot of it.
Demo?
About 90 of us.
Well, just to get them down.
Nowhere to breathe from my mouth.
Oh, you didn't know you were going to
That sound. I'm a Mexican.
Cassette.
I think the driver is nuts. We're driving way too fast.
Yeah, we were
Step
so
on my
close.
brakes. Not the
That was the first album.
Step out from
I
Tijuana.
want to talk. You want to go to politics?
To be
Why not?
Cabo, Mariana.
Well, we just-
Another bus broke
Yeah,
down.
these
They're
guys.
saying,
They're saying.
Yeah,
Politics.
Facebook page, yeah.
We'll do politics. We'll do a little bit of eating healthy, being healthy. Some of the messages in the song.
Last time, I'm a Mexican.
Relatively quick.
I think I got his love. You got away too fast.
My girlfriend stuff is entertaining me, so I might park the cow car right out front and just let her watch. See how she gets. She's gaming it now. She threw the walker away. It's been 2 weeks yesterday. I came to me. It's awesome. Split her open, then cut it off.
I don't know how we let that one go. We're fairly a PC
Yeah, that's
band.
what I thought.
Yeah.
Tom Major from Entrain, that was Mexican Bus, the studio version. You told me that was actually a demo. No one had any intentions of putting that on an album or having Entrain 1.
Exactly.
If it wasn't for that song, we wouldn't have had Entrain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I mean, if you never start with the first one, you know,
Quite possible.
what do we got? Nothing.
Yeah, that was like a 4-song demo that we made and
On cassette.
put out on a cassette. Yeah, and then a few months later, we're like, let's just add a couple more songs, make an album.
I love cassette technology.
Yeah.
Not really.
Wonderful.
I liked 8 tracks better. 8 tracks, a nice fat tape. You know, you had lots of music on it.
Yeah, right in the middle of the song,
Actually,
it goes click, click,
chink,
and back to the song.
and then
Awesome.
runs the other way.
Right.
Reel-to-reel tape was nice. Vinyl was good. Vinyl was like, you know, authentic and
Yeah,
definitely had all the hits and curves.
yeah.
and
Vinyl's
bass lines.
coming back.
I know.
It's the only part of the record industry, whatever's left of the record industry, that's actually growing. There are more vinyl sales
I don't have
this
a
year
lot.
than there were last year.
Oh yeah, me and Joe Walsh don't have a lot of hopes for the record industry anymore.
Nah.
And the record stores are gone, and the record contracts are gone, the record deals are
Yeah.
gone. I think the only way to sell your music is like you guys do: bring it out to the people,
Yeah,
stick it in their face,
yeah,
offer them a CD or a
Pretty
download.
pretty much.
And,
Music has become a live experience. So
There's nothing wrong with the music. Well, maybe that's good. It saved live music. We thought we was all going to be disco and Casey and the Sunshine Band, and you know, no.
There's some upsides to it. You know, I think that if a musician can play his instrument and has his craft together, and they're performers, they'll do well. There was a period where pretty much anybody with a computer and could sort of make a nice sounding track in their living room,
Right.
grab a couple samples off of GarageBand or whatever, and they
Right.
made an album. And they can't really do that anymore and get
Get
anywhere
away with
with it. Yeah, so it's really come sort of like separated the men from the boys again. Like if you can play your instrument and present it in a entertaining way, then you've got a future as a musician. I think. Other than that, songwriting. There's still avenues for making money. Whether it's more like licensing your
Big
music.
stars will buy your music. If they,
Commercials, and movies and whatnot. Where back in the day, it was sort of looked at as a band was selling out if they had their song on a TV commercial.
Oh no, now it's
radio
encouraged.
commercial. Now it's sort of bragging points.
I can think of all kinds of Entrain songs that should be in movie soundtracks.
Well, it was actually one movie that came out that had 3 of our songs. It was a movie called Cutaway, and it was unfortunately a horrible movie. But if you really want,
but it had your
but
cuts.
it had our songs. It was supposed to go to a theatrical release, and they were really excited about the movie. So it's like sort of a drama with skydiving theme and
Cutaway.
whatnot.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. Tom Berenger, not a particularly
Right, it had
famous-
some actors in it.
Some actors in it, and
Because Cutaway,
Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman
when
was
you're
played the
hanging
bad
off
boy.
off the skydiver, you got to cut your chute. Cutaway.
Right.
It's a terrible name.
Yeah.
Everything about the movie was
But
bad.
the director
Except
was
for the Entrain music.
the director was really excited. He found the music, and he said the one song that we had called "All One," which is this really beautiful song about unity of all people and races and religions, and just a really nice song. He used that song in its entirety and sort of had just these images of like skydiving or whatever. And he said that song sort of drove the images in the movie. So it ended up being almost like a music video. And it's sort of
I wonder if
unusual
we
that they
just-
played the entire song.
I wonder if we could just get that cut out of the movie and use it as a music video.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Yeah.
There's going back to the past.
And we have had a few, products that have used our music. Most notably,
What was the name of that song again?
Sylvania Light. We had a Sylvania light bulb commercial, TV and radio, that
Dancing
ran for
into
about
the Light?
Exactly, Dancing into the
No
Light.
way.
Yeah, it was a Sylvania light bulb commercial for a few years.
It's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah,
What was the name of the song you just said was in that movie?
All One.
Nah. Hey, there's another one I
You
don't
don't have that? Oh, Gary, you gotta have that
How can
one.
I not have that song?
That's one of like
All That Good.
All
No.
One is off of one or
All right, we have discovered a flaw in our system that we are missing.
I'm so sorry about that. The X has been one of our biggest supporters on radio, from all over the country, and you guys are missing some songs.
I mean, look at all.
Horrible.
We got a lot. It's not like we're missing all of them.
You got more than most.
We not only do we have them, we actually play them, Tommy. That's what's awesome about it.
That's a beautiful thing.
We ain't dicked
I
around.
promise you'll have the missing songs before I leave this
Tonight,
island.
maybe.
Tonight,
Before you leave, for sure.
before, absolutely.
Let's talk about politics. Last time you were down here, well, a couple years ago, we were on the Bernie Sanders. Well, I guess it was three. Oh my God, was it that long ago?
2016, yeah.
We're on the Bernie Sanders bus,
Yeah,
and we were sure because of the momentum that Bernie Sanders was going to whip them Democrats into shape
yeah,
and kick the Republicans right out of that
yeah.
White House.
What do we know?
Wow. I guess they voted the other way. It's
Some-
kind of like the record industry. You think
Yeah.
it's going one way.
Just when you think you know where it's at, they move it.
So, how much damage, how many centuries will it take us to repair what's been done over the past 3-4 years?
Oh, I don't think it'll be that bad. I don't think it's as bad as most people think.
It's not as bad as it looks,
I
right?
think it's
Mostly mouthpiece
a lot
work
of the stuff that's
Hype.
going on would have been going on anyway, and
with someone else doing it.
left, right, up, down. What the heck?
Really?
I've come
As
to
a people, it doesn't affect us unless you let it affect you.
Well, there are definitely some things that affect us. I'm upset about the taking away the environmental restrictions, and damaging the earth. That's my main concern with this present administration. As far as the foreign policy, there's a war machine that's been rolling for
Comes and
decades.
goes
Left, right,
anyway,
Democrats, Republicans, the same. The person that I'm right now keeping an eye on and have a lot of hopes for, and she's certainly got an uphill battle. But I've been watching Hawaii's
Governor?
Democrat Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard. If you guys don't know about Tulsi,
Really?
you got to get on the Tulsi bandwagon. She is awesome. She's already come out in favor of legalization of marijuana. She's come out in favor of putting Monsanto in its place, outlawing glyphosate and trying to clean up the earth. But most importantly, she is the only peace candidate that is running at the moment. She is calling for a very sensible foreign relation policy where she wants to get out of all these illegal, immoral wars and stop the regime change policies. And she's good. She's got it together. I'm hopeful. Because
Long
I'm an old
shot.
peacenik and there's nobody else to vote for.
So-
If for peace,
so-
what do you do?
So there really is a peace party.
No, there's not a peace party anymore.
But she's close to it.
She's yes. I mean, she's a veteran.
What do we got?
Two
A
tours-
Republican Party, kind of. A Democrat Party, kind of. We got a Green Party, a Libertarian Party. We need a peace party, don't we?
Well, yeah, and the Democrats used to be known as the peace party, but unfortunately, they're not anymore. So yeah, peace party would be good. But right now we're not seeing that with anybody. Tulsi Gabbard had done 2 tours in Iraq. She's a veteran. She really gets it. She understands, how devastating war is and how
And a woman.
ridiculous it is. And she's a woman, and she's smart, and she's a surfer, and she's cool.
She's a surfer cool woman.
She's from Hawaii.
Is she a vegan too?
I'm not sure
That
about
would
that.
put her over the
That would
top,
put her
wouldn't
over the top for me. Yes.
Vegetarians unite.
Yes, indeed.
Awesome. There we go. Well, we had to get a little political with Tommy because your post on Facebook, and if you're interested in that kind of stuff, find Tom Major on Facebook. Don't look at mine. Mine's Greco Flocker, and you will not be happy when you're done. These people just joined me. We have our friends from Boston area, Martha's
Yes.
Vineyard.
Yeah, we got three. We got three.
Julie, Werner, and the one and only Chick in the Corner. And she actually was up there in Martha's Vineyard. She left Oregon, went to Martha's Vineyard, and worked there the summer. And all her friends were leaving when the season ended. And she ended up in Key West 40 years ago.
Good move.
Yeah. Everybody ends up, you know what? All roads lead to the Green Parrot.
You know, it's funny. There's a big Martha's Vineyard Key West connection. I don't know why, but
Why? Yeah. Isn't
maybe
that
because
odd?
winters up there are brutal.
It's the island. It's the
It's an
island
island
mentality.
vibe, yeah.
Yep.
But you know, we had Jeff Clark, who was living in Key West when we were playing down here at the Parrot about 7 or 8 years ago, I guess now. And my lead singer had just given his notice he was going to move to L.A. And
you're like, great.
and
Who knows
great,
all the
well,
words?
okay, I got to find another singer. And I was walking to go meet some folks for dinner, and I heard this guy singing solo. He was doing a
What?
yeah.
That's how it happened?
That's how it happened. Yeah, Jeff was playing a rum barrel, which is gone.
Right?
He was,
Up on
doing
the
an
roof.
he was doing an Al Green song.
Up on the roof.
Let's stay together up on the roof. I was like, where's that coming from? That guy sings great. And I went upstairs and said, man, you sing great. I said, I got this band. I was looking for a singer. And he said, what's the name of the band? I said, Entrain. He goes, wow, 3 people came up to me today and said, I should go see this band Entrain tonight. I said, yeah, you should, because we're looking for a singer. So anyway,
Again.
yeah, so Jeff went home. He learned a couple of our songs, came down and sat in and just nailed
That
it.
night.
That night, it just nailed it. At the end of the show, I said, so what do you think, man? You want to move up, to New England, maybe Boston area? He goes, well, I don't know. And then a couple days later, he called me up and says, that's offer's still good. I said, yeah. And Jeff came up and he lived up there for, I think, two and a half years.
Wow.
He
So
lived
you did
with
a
me
lot of shows.
Lived
together.
with me on the vineyard, and then it got to be like one late fall day, and he came up to me and said, Tom,
I'm
I
cold.
think I'm done with the winter. I'm going back to
I
Key
can't
West."
even look at this winter coming.
I said,
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
It's hard. And you guys even, you escape.
Yeah, I try.
We try to
here as
come
much
down
as I
every winter
can.
to visit
So,
us.
So we're lucky. So we got Jeff Clark down here. So
Yeah.
whenever we come to Key West, we already have our singer
And then there's a
frontman.
Claire Finley tie-in because
Yeah.
you needed a bass player one night and she was available. No, her
Actually,
professor at Berkeley.
yeah, I'll give you the quick Claire
Yeah.
Finley story. I have a good friend, my old partner, a bass player, was a professor at Berkeley. I called him for a recommendation for a gig. I needed a sub for an Entrain gig, and he said, "Oh, you got to get Claire. She's the best." And he was right. Claire was the best.
She can sing. She can dance.
She played a
bass.
couple of gigs with us up in Boston, and she was and she met Jeff Clark, who was playing with us at the time, and Jeff turned her on to the whole Key West
Sucked her
thing.
down here, and
she
that
came
was the
down
end of
to
that.
Key West to play a couple of gigs with Jeff, and then she moved down here a few years
Yeah.
later.
So
That's
it's a never-ending Entrain story.
Yeah.
Also, who you got? Tailawa here, one of your original bass players, I guess. huh?
Not the original.
No?
No,
He's
Tolly,
been with you a while, huh?
he's been with us. I'd say a good 10 years now.
Oh, wow.
He's my brother from another mother.
He paid his dues.
Yeah. He's a sweet guy.
He's been hanging over at the Parker Chapman bunker,
he's a-
Guitar Village. I thought.
Ital guy. He gets
Yeah.
it. He's vegan. He's a
Yeah, you and him eat
cat.
together,
We eat together.
and then the Latins,
We eat
the
we eat
percussion
plants.
section, they eat alone on the other
They
side.
eat all the barbecue stuff.
They eat all the barbecue
Yeah,
stuff. You get. I'll take your vegetables.
Yeah.
Give me them. Hey, you're gonna eat those fries.
yeah.
Let's play another song. We'll wrap it
Sure.
up with Tommy, and thanks for being, man.
My pleasure.
Once again,
Love you
thanks for.
guys.
This is the first official studio we've actually brought you. We had kind of a shack behind Cowboy Bill's once.
That was kind of fun.
But remember, we went out to eat at the cafe, and we came back, and the rain was pouring right in the
Pouring in.
soundboard.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Good
my
old
God.
days.
I unplugged it and turned it upside down. Same soundboard. Look at it. Still working
Fine.
on the X. Working as hard as we are. Okay, here's one I'm not familiar with, but I have it, so I'm going to play it. Rolling On. You know it?
Yeah.
Rolling On? Rings a bell?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's play it on the X. Got a good beat.
It's got the Nia Bingy. It's just all drums and vocals. I think. Might be a little bit of guitar. If you're having guitar in the back. How are you? This was inspired. You know what the Nia Bingy drummers? No, they're from Jamaica. Nia Bingy this is like the Nia Bingy beat. There's a whole right. All the drummers up there. They're called the guys up Right Hill.
rolling on,
There's a cool album.
rolling on.
Okay, so it's like
The rain's coming down.
like an
I'll keep
like a
holding on,
spiritual hymn. Exactly.
rolling on.
Hawaiian girls.
I'm coming home to you.
She is Hawaiian, right? She's Hawaiian. Yeah. Is that big stuff? Tulsi Gabbard. She's awesome.
Rolling on,
She's beautiful.
rolling on.
Nice.
Rain's coming down. I'll keep holding on, holding on. I'm coming
I've met a lot of veterans who went to Vietnam and they are not in the war when they get back. They want to know what's ended. She's so
rolling on,
She went to Syria in
rolling on.
2017.
Rain's coming down. I'll keep holding on,
People, he's gassing them. Oh my God, take him out. And she's like,
I'm coming
she
home
took a trip on her own dime to go to Syria. She spent 2 weeks and she traveled around the country talking to people. Went to where it was supposed to
I'm coming home. We'll make it tonight.
We're lying.
I'm coming
She was
home.
invited.
We'll
Oh my God.
make it tonight.
Oh yeah, and she was.
I'm coming
While she was there, she was
home.
invited
We'll
by
make
President
it
Assad to meet
tonight.
with him.
I'm coming
And she
home.
came back and the Democrats were like, I think Dean Howard heard of this more from the Senate. Like, yeah, he was like,
Rain's coming down. I'll keep
They were saying
she was coming back telling the truth. She saw us said, no. She said, what we've been doing in America is not the truth. She says, she tried to pass a bill that was going to stop funding for arms that are ending up in terrorism.
hi, honey.
What's that?
I just came up to say hi to everybody.
Parker, that's Tommy.
Bass player did
Thank
my
you again
house.
for taking care of Taiwan, man.
It's like a plan.
He's a good house. He has
Like
really
a
good
plan.
house. That's what I said. I told guys.
Are you on it?
Yeah, we're on in a minute.
Okay.
Did you not bring the bass player? No.
I'm coming home. We'll make it tonight.
You saw the Jamaican
I'm coming home.
just coasting on
We'll
my
make it tonight. I'm coming home. We'll make it
He
tonight.
only uses his one.
I'm coming home.
The best house
The best house guest ever.
Hi, everybody. I'm just Clark.
Rolling on. Rain's coming down. I'll keep
15 minutes by
on.
swung by. Plus, I get 2 o'clock meeting.
Holding on.
Enjoy your meeting. See you later. See you outside the park.
He's got the cow truck. Hey, Parker. Parker.
104.9. What did you call that? That's the Jamaican Rasta mountain.
Niabingi.
Niabingi.
Yeah.
And
And there's a great. That's like a style of music, style of drumming, and up in the hills in Jamaica, and it's basically just drumming and chanting.
It's a feel-good song. It's like a spiritual hymn.
It's just like a spiritual hymn, exactly. That is spiritual music to them, to the Niabingi drummers. But
Can't get
there's
more
there's
spiritual
a
than that.
great album that was put out by Keith Richards. It's called. It's called.
Keith Richards.
Something Angels.
Oh, if I had Google right now.
I'll get it for you.
Oh, I'd give $1 for a Google
Spiritual
right
Angels, Dirty Angels, something Angels.
Spiritual
And it's Keith Richards with these Niabingi drummers. So it's just acoustic guitar. Keith playing acoustic
Well, you
guitar,
know-
and all these cool songs.
I've got one he did up in the mountains with that Playing for Change group that goes around the world filming bands and then they intermix the.
Right.
I got one with Keith Richards in like Negril or something.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of all
I
that.
wonder.
Yeah.
You know, Claire Finley is playing on the live with the live band of Playing for Change now.
Oh, she is.
Yes, she is.
Well, she's that good. She could play with anyone she wants.
Yeah.
So we're trying to. We just had Parker here. Apparently, your bass player is in good health. He's been fulfilling his coconut and oatmeal quotas per day. And like you said, he's ITAL. If they don't know what that means, it's the hybrid of vegans. It's like pure mountain living.
Yeah, I tell
pure
Rastafari.
survival.
Yeah, everything you do, you think, you
It's
eat.
all kosher.
It's all for a good vibration.
You pray to your food before
By the
you
way,
eat it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The name
Go
of
ahead.
that album is Wingless Angels. Wingless Angels, and it's a great album. It's a really cool album.
Wingless
So no one's heard
Angels.
it. I highly recommend it.
Awesome. The song I have from them is actually, Keith Richards doing Cocaine Blues with the Jamaican, with the Playing for Change.
Yeah, it sounds like something else.
Nah, we'll move. We digress. All right, shameless plugs for you, your family, your band. Oh, hey, we forgot about the baby.
The baby.
Remember the baby?
I remember the baby. Sleeping
Okay,
in the car
so
right now.
So there
with
you
my
were.
wife. With my wife.
You were here. She was pregnant. She was pregnant like any day pregnant on a block.
Yeah.
And you did the shows.
Yep.
And on the way back, and the last day, I remember saying, "Oh, Tommy, why don't you just, come hang out one more day on the beach. I think you should just rest before you go do the
Yeah.
trip home." You go, "No, we got to get to Martha's Vineyard. We're gonna have this baby home."
Yeah,
Well,
that didn't quite work out.
what you had was the baby on the way home.
On the way home, one day more, we would have had a conch baby, which would have been very cool.
We needed a
But
conch baby.
We need another conch baby, but we made it as far as Jacksonville and spent the night, and then
And
we were about to
you're
drive
looking-
home the next morning.
You're looking
and
over there at the St. John's River. Saying,
know.
this is a nice place to drop again.
No, it wasn't. We
No.
thought, let's get out of Jacksonville.
Oh, you're really trying
Oh,
to
we
get
did.
out.
We thought
I told you St. Augustine would have been nice, but
Yeah.
no, you went
I
past
was go
that.
north. My wife thought, well, maybe we can make it all the way home. I'm like, oh boy,
She's
here we
so
go.
positive.
So we got in the car, we started driving, and I'm thinking ahead going, we got an 18-hour ride to get back to New England, and I don't know, until we get to Richmond, Virginia, there's not a lot of progressive cities up here. I don't think I want to get stuck in the middle of East Nowhere, South
Savannah.
Carolina.
Yeah,
So
look at the
yeah,
choices.
so I'm thinking Savannah, cool.
Savannah,
Let's take a
maybe.
right. We went to Savannah. We had the baby in Savannah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, 12 hours later, we had a little baby boy born in Savannah on Bob Marley's birthday.
So it's
And since he started hatching in
Jacksonville,
Jacksonville, we named
it's
him Jackson.
Jackson, Marley,
Thomas,
Thomas,
Major.
Major. Got all the names.
He's got all the names. Yeah, it was like maybe one more name than we were used to,
But hey,
but we were down there and we had this really cool Southern nurse, and we were like deliberating over all the names. We thought, oh, that's too many names. And the nurse says, on it down here, we got all kind of names, man. My son's got 7 names. You can call your son Jackson, Marley, Thomas, whatever.
whatever you want.
So we're like,
So
okay,
she-
that's
So
cool.
she encouraged you to
have-
roll it
to
out
have
for a kid.
4 names.
But when he grows up in life, as he becomes a teenager and older, he can call himself anything he
He
wants.
can call anything he wants.
Pretty much got a bunch of. He can probably use a abbreviation of all them.
Well, yeah, his nickname right now, he's got a lot of nicknames.
What do you call him?
Jax, Jax.
Jax. Because that's what the airport looks like. JAX, Jacksonville International Airport.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jax, yeah. He's
Awesome.
cool, he's cool. We stopped in Savannah on the way down.
So he's a little over a year now.
Yeah, yep, a little over here, 14
Year and a
months.
Year and a couple months.
Year and a couple months.
And he got to hang out in his mommy's tummy
That's
at
right.
the Green Parrot watching Entrain
That's right.
play.
Dancing inside the belly.
Now he's out.
That's right.
He
And we
broke
got
out.
another one on the way.
What?
We got another one coming. Not going to be a
What?
cock baby. This one's going to be born in, looks like early August.
What?
So, yep, little Jack's going to have a younger sibling.
Well, guess what you just won?
What did I win?
A condom.
Woohoo! How do these things work?
I'll show you later. Hey, let me explain it to your wife later on tonight.
It's a little late for that.
I'm sorry, Tom. You try to look out for your friend. It's
it's
awesome.
all good, man.
Because you'll have a little. Okay, you already got a son and a daughter,
I've got
and they're
two-
grown up,
They're all grown up, and they're nice and close, and they're about 2 years apart.
and they're awesome with the
Oh my God, they're so awesome. man.
little brother.
They
What's
love
it
their
called?
little brother.
Step brother? Little brother.
Oh, half brother.
Little brother, half brother?
It's just a brother.
Don't matter. A brother's
Just
a brother.
younger brother.
But now you might have another one.
No, I'm hopeful I am going to
You're
have.
pretty sure you're gonna have
There's
another
one
one.
in the
Now,
oven.
a boy or a girl? Do you know yet?
We do not know.
You don't want to know.
We don't ever want to know.
You never wanted to
No,
know.
man, we're old school. We just
Go
wanna
for it.
pull the baby out and go, it's
What are we gonna do with all these pink
I
clothes
don't
for this
understand.
little
What are you
boy?
doing? They already know. It's like, oh, hey,
Ah,
here it is.
we-
Here's Bobby.
We bought him a dress. Yeah, put him in the
We
dress
didn't
till he
even know-
gets.
we didn't even have a name picked out.
Yeah, yeah.
We were just like, you got to see the baby. We got to figure it out.
Why?
That makes sense to me.
You get a puppy, you can figure out its name within a few hours or days. But
Yeah.
you got a kid, you got to look at him and go, eh.
Well, there are some cultures who don't name their children for a few weeks until they kind of the
So they
name,
act
you
like
get-
something.
Yeah, they want to get a vibe for the
Like
baby.
Dances with Wolves and
Exactly.
stuff like that. You
It
know,
plays on all drums.
beats on doorknobs. I mean, what
Exactly.
sticks finger in electrical outlet? You know,
Yeah.
what do you call the kid till he does something cool?
So I'm feeling blessed. I'm happy. I'm healthy.
All right.
Playing a lot of good music, and I've got a new family, and life is good.
I guess so.
Yeah, man. Irie.
Awesome, Irie.
Yeah.
Tommy Major,
We
the
hope to see
Entrain.
all our friends down at Green Parrot this weekend.
I think they have to. They have no
Friday,
choice.
Saturday,
Give
Sunday.
another fist bump
Sound check
for the
5:30 to
photography
7.
lady. One
And
more time.
then
We're gonna get it.
in the evening, tonight and tomorrow night. Friday, Saturday, late shows as well as the early show.
Now that's kind of cool how they're doing that. You want a
And-
sticker for your car?
And I just want to say that my favorite radio station is the X Key West 104.9. And my favorite DJ is Gary X.
Still?
Sound man from hell.
After all these years,
Still.
after everything we've been through,
That was
God
that.
bless you,
I
brother.
love you, man.
Hey, man, see you tonight. We're gonna
Alright.
tear it up. Let's play some more Entrain. Eventually, we got to get out of here and let Bucky do his show. Well, you know, he didn't even show up yesterday, so that's why everything happens today. And thank you guys for coming on. I'm actually going to bring Werner on in a few minutes. We're going to get his story. We'll let you go
Right on.
set up all them drums on that
Okey-doke.
stage. And I hope you get my friend Mike, the sound man, tonight. He's awesome.
I think Fritz is working tonight. But
Fritz is awesome,
great.
too.
Love Fritz,
Or
yeah.
Mike Z, either one.
They're all
They're
great.
both good.
Yeah, man.
Off to the Green Parrot we go.
Okay.
And this one's for you. It's hey, it's what we're talking about. All that good.
Ooh, good song. All right, we'll see you at the Parrot. See you at the Parrot too. Thank you. Enjoy.
See you tonight.
I can't let it go. I've got a problem as bad as addiction. Ain't nothing gonna stop it. No, ain't nothing gonna fix it. Oh no, I can't let it go. Oh no, I can't let it go. Oh no, 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 I can't let it go. Oh no, I can't let it go. Oh no, oh no, I can't let it go. Oh no, no, I can't let it go. Oh no, I can't let go. No, I can't let go. Said I can't let go. Said I can't let go.
Buddy Francois dialing us in over here. This is the only place we have. And the Green Parrot as well, you know, it's just the Green Parrot. Just the best music bar in the country. Right?
Not long ago, you won with your train. It's as pure as the driven snow. sun comes through the window.